that, his ribbon star and all that. The one of independent mind, he looks and laughs and all that. So let us breathe and come with me, as come it will for all that. Let sense and warmth fill all the earth, so clear the green and all that. For all that and all that, it's coming yet. For all that one to one the world all shall brothers be. For all that and all that, it's coming yet. For all that one to one the world all shall sisters be. For all that.
Massive thanks to you. Chris is going to come to say a few words. Chris?
So I want to say a few things about, or start off by talking about Burns as a humanist, or as following Stephen, a revolutionary humanist. Before that, I should say he wasn't a saint, he was a man of his time. He wrote his attitude towards women wasn't always the best. I've been lobbying for us to be doing this outside or by Jean Armour's statue, if it wasn't so far away from everything else that's going on. But he was a humanist, and the sentiment he had that we're all Jock Hampson's parent is a sentiment that we have articulated here, so I'll say the first part and you can all join me in the second part. In our thousands, in our millions. I think that's the modern translation of we're all Jock Hampson's bairns, yeah. I just want to say a few words because we're not going to be getting together for a while. Hopefully we'll not be getting together to call for a ceasefire again. But we certainly won't be for another couple of weeks. So I want to say a few words on. Last week I think we all had mixed feelings. Some of us had trepidation, disbelief, unsure about whether the ceasefire was going to hold, cynicism about the motives of what was going on. But what I think we didn't do and we should or didn't do enough of and should do is recognise our achievements. If someone had said to me 2 years ago that there'll be a demonstration in Dumfries every Saturday, week after week after week, I would have said, I don't know what planet you're on. But we did it. And I think we should congratulate ourselves for that. No. We did it, and we showed our revolutionary radical humanism. We showed our solidarity with Palestinian people.
Solidarity with Russia! Get Russia out of Ukraine! What Arab fuckface! What Arab fuckface! Get that boy! Shouldn't be on that property there!
We showed our solidarity with other protesters around the world and around the country. I visited a number of protests in Ireland, and when I told people about what we were doing in Dumfries and how this had been happening, they said they were all really impressed with what we were doing here, and they all thought it was an inspiration for them to keep going, because if people in little Dumfries could do it, then in Dublin we should be doing it too. we also showed solidarity with each other, which I think has been really important. One thing about humanity and our humanity is trying to maintain our humanity in the face of barbarity. It's been really difficult sometimes to watch the images on the television and to listen to the news and to follow what's going on. It's been difficult. We felt compelled to do it, to understand what's happening and to see what's happening, but it does sometimes feel like your humanity is being crushed in the process of it. And coming here every Saturday and standing alongside other people allowed us to carry that and allowed us not to have our humanity crushed. So that's been important as part of our resistance. We've resisted the attempts to have us silenced. You may remember when we started shouting, "From the river to the sea," we were told we were being anti-Semitic. This is from the people who have conflated Zionism and anti-Semitism so that anyone who is Jewish is put in the firing line. We resisted that, and week after week we come out and we said, "From the river to the sea." We resisted racist demonstrators, tried to organise in a town, we saw them off. We stood together and banded together and allowed ourselves to have hope and not despair. And I'll leave us with this thought. Netanyahu said one of his goals was to destroy Hamas. I'm no fan of Hamas. The way you can destroy Hamas is by giving freedom to Palestinians, so there's no reason for Hamas to exist anymore. I'm no fan of Hamas, but I couldn't help but smirk to see them turn up to hand over the hostages, to put up two fingers of defiance to say, "You did not achieve your aim." We set ourselves more milestone. We said we would come here every Saturday until there was a ceasefire.
If you want
and we were victorious.
Palestinians have been wiped out.
Thanks, Chris. That was great words of encouragement to us all. Jan, would you like to come up now and say some concluding things? And then I think Lucy is going to come up also afterwards. Well, I think today I should apologise for being...
No, you're incorrect. You're historically factually
my next campaign
You're not
will be to get Manchester to
United Nations plan was never implemented.
But it's nice to be back in Robbie's company. When Jeanette and I first stood here around 15 months ago, neither of us expected to be here for so long. We also gathered so much support from the Palestinian people and the cause of peace. Neither did we expect so many people had been murdered, while consecutive Westminster governments took the side of the murderers. We have a ceasefire for the time being. We're supposed to try to rest and recuperate, but we still have psychopaths in the Knesset, traitors, knaves and cowards in the Westminster government, and a moron in the White House. That being the case, we can't as yet hold our swords and plowshares, and we still need whenever we get the opportunity to educate the general public, as we've seen this morning, as well as badgering members of the Westminster government who are considering their actions. Not without suggesting that we educate or badger the sword. There are no peaceful opportunities that are available. Options, I should say. It would be nice to have the opportunity, wouldn't it? We never see anything from politicians. We intend to meet again in March